Okay, here's my tutorial on the last two centers. A lot of people always have trouble with the last two centers. The other centers are not that bad. But the way I solve centers is I solve the blue and then the green, and then I solve the orange and then the yellow. I do this because my cube is the new color scheme and follows the BOY color scheme. And once you establish the blue, orange, yellow, that means your green's already there. Blue and green are always opposite. Well, in this case, in my color scheme, the blue and green are already opposite. So with the orange here, red has to go here. With the white or yellow here, white has to go here. So with that in mind, yellow's here, white's gonna go here. Now, the way I do it is I get as many colored pieces on one side as I can. Like, cause this is gonna be the red side, I would just kind of solve it like you would, you know, the other centers. Like, I just keep moving pieces until, like, I see that little 1x3 block, and I'll try to move it in where there's not that many pieces, like right here. So I'll replace it there, and then move it back up. Now, once you've done all you can, you will be left with, you know, a set amount of center pieces left. What I do is, I'm pretty sure this is what's called the Nicholas commutator, but what it is it will swap either one piece or two. I'll do one piece first just to show you, like swapping this corner piece with, or this red one with this white one. Excuse me. What you do is, bring the slice down where the corner is that you want to replace. So you want to replace this one with this one, you'd bring it down like that. So now it takes its place. And see it now, it's down here. Or if you wanted to do it vertically instead, you could still do it the same way. You would bring it down, and now that's the slice you brought down. You're trying to replace that one, okay? But I like to work off of the left side, so we'll keep it there. Now, to do this, you bring down the slice, and like if this piece goes to here, bring that piece down, rotate the front face to the, or do a F to the right. Now, wherever your piece went, that's where you're going to bring your next slice down. So if you look, you brought your piece down and you rotated the front, and now your piece is in this little slice here. So bring that slice down and then rotate, or do an F prime, and then bring up the original slice you brought down, this one, bring it back up, rotate the front back, and then now bring this slice back up, and there, you replaced this piece with that piece. Now, you can do it again. So with this one right here, we're going to replace this red one with this white one. So bring down the slice you want, rotate it. The slice, it's right here, so rotate that slice down and rotate it back. And now rotate your original slice back up, rotate the front, and bring the last slice you brought down and bring it back. Now, so you switch those. You can switch more than one, and in this case we will. You have two. So instead of just bringing down one slice and doing that, bring down both slices to replace these two. So bring them both down, rotate the front. They both went here, so rotate that down, rotate the front back, and now bring up your two original slices, rotate the front back, and then bring up your last one. Now, lastly, the last final piece, if it's in like this corner, I'll make an example in a minute. For this is the easy way of doing it. You can make up 1x4 bars I do that. That's a little bit easier. But for this last one, bring down the slice you want with that piece, rotate it. You saw the pieces here, so bring that down, rotate the front back. Okay, and now bring up your original slice, rotate it back, and bring up your last slice. So now you have all the centers done, and in the correct spot if you would. The last one, or some of the easy cases from like the 5x5 would be if, hold on, like if you had just one piece switched, you would just match it up just like you would on the 5x5. So you match them up in the corner, bring it up, rotate the top, and you'll notice when you bring it back down, you make your other 1x4 block and then just replace it. So instead of doing that whole long little, it ends up coming out the same anyways, instead of doing that commutator, you can just do that instead. So just as a review, and I'll do the edge pairing after this, but so just as a review, if you want to replace this one with this piece, bring your slice down, rotate the front. This is where the piece went that was you brought down. Rotate that one down, rotate the front back. Bring your original slice back up, rotate the front, and then bring your last slice back. And so now, and then here's that same, example. Okay, and you can, let's see, you don't always have to work off the left. I said right earlier, work off the left side. You can work off the right. So if you want to switch them, just be sure to rotate the front the opposite way. I mean, you don't have to, so you can work off the right. So just bring down the piece and rotate the front. Piece one here, rotate the front again, bring your original slice up, rotate this back, and then bring it up. So there you go. That's not the fastest, but it's the quickest way to switch pieces around. And also it's good if you want to do patterns on your 6x6 or 7x7. I use that as my camera stand. That's good. Just if you're going to do patterns, be sure to, random note, if you're going to do them, be sure, if you want to like switch this piece or this corner piece with this corner piece, don't bring down both of these, because it'll make it what I call as impure, because now you're switching all these edges. So if you're going to do that with the Nicholas commutator, this center switching, just bring down the piece. This same concept applies for any, like try it on the 5x5 too, it works. And then, so then what you did was you preserved all your edges. But, so like if you have a pair on here already made, like say this was a red-green pair, and you wanted to preserve them, instead of bringing down, two slices or something, you would just do that, but yeah. So that's last two centers. Cool.